On every cruise ship, there are two distinct classes of travelers, and it has nothing to do with the cabin you booked or the money you have. There are the seasoned pros, and there are the rookies. The pros move through the ship with a quiet confidence, a practiced ease. They know the ship's rhythms, its secrets, and its unwritten rules. They get the best tables, they find the quietest lounges, and they never seem to wait in line. The rookies, on the other hand, are easy to spot. They are the ones looking lost in the hallways, the ones paying full price for everything, the ones making small, innocent, but glaringly obvious mistakes. These mistakes don't just cost them time and money, they are a broadcast signal to the crew and to other experienced passengers, a flashing neon sign that reads, "I have no idea what I'm doing." Today, we are giving you the insider's guide to blending in. These are the 15 rookie cruise mistakes that make you look inexperienced, and the simple shifts in strategy that will instantly elevate your status from first-timer to seasoned pro. Number 1. The Embarkation Day Buffet Stampede. This is the first and most telling mistake of all, the one that separates the rookies from the veterans within minutes of boarding. The ship's doors open, and a primal, herd-like instinct takes over. The rookies, hungry and overwhelmed, make a frantic, desperate dash for the Lido deck buffet. They enter a scene of pure chaos, a swirling vortex of people, luggage, and long, slow-moving lines. They fight for a clean table and eat a lukewarm meal that has been sitting under heat lamps for hours. It is a stressful and deeply unpleasant way to begin a vacation. The seasoned pro sees this stampede and calmly walks in the opposite direction. They know this is the cruise line's first trap. The pro knows that on many ships, a main dining room is quietly open for a peaceful, sit-down lunch, or that a smaller venue, like the poolside grill or the atrium cafe, is completely deserted. They enjoy a fresh, relaxing meal, while the rookies are battling for the last bread roll. They start their vacation in a state of zen, not a state of war. They have passed the first test. Number 2. Not knowing your ship's name or your cabin number. You're in port, you've had a wonderful day, and you get in a taxi to go back to the ship. The driver asks, "Which ship?" You freeze. You know you're on a Carnival cruise, but you can't remember if it's the Breeze, the Magic, or the Horizon. There are 6 other cruise ships in port, and you have no idea which one is yours. This is a classic rookie move that screams inexperience. An even more common version happens on board. You're at a bar, or you need to ask a crew member for directions, and you can't remember your cabin number. You have to pull out your card and read it. The pro internalizes this information on day 1. They know their ship's name, their cabin number, their muster station, and the names of their waiters. These are the basic, fundamental facts of their floating world. Not knowing them is like not knowing your own home address. It signals to everyone that you are a temporary visitor, just passing through, not a citizen of the ship who understands how things work. Number 3. Wearing the lanyard everywhere. The cruise line gives you a lanyard in your cabin, or sells you one in the gift shop. It seems so convenient. You can put your cruise card in it and wear it around your neck. You never have to worry about losing your card. It is also a social signal. It is the tourist equivalent of wearing a fanny pack and socks with sandals. It is the single most visible sign of a first-time cruiser. The pro knows that the lanyard, especially when worn to the main dining room on formal night, is a fashion disaster. They keep their card in a pocket, in a small wallet, or in a phone case. They treat it like a credit card or a hotel room key, not a piece of jewelry. The lanyard is a tool of convenience, but it is also a badge of inexperience. Taking it off is the quickest and easiest way to instantly look like you've done this before. Number 4. Trying to pay with cash or a credit card. You're at the pool bar, and you order a round of drinks. When the bartender tells you the total, you pull out your wallet and try to hand him a $50 bill, or you try to tap your credit card. The bartender gives you a patient, slightly weary smile. He has seen this 1,000 times. This is the moment he knows you are a rookie. A cruise ship operates on a completely cashless system. Your cruise card, and only your cruise card, is the currency of the ship. Every single purchase, from a cocktail to a t-shirt to a photograph, is charged to your onboard account via a swipe of your card. The pro understands this system implicitly. They would never dream of trying to use real money. They know that their cruise card is the key to everything, and they use it with a seamless, practiced ease. Number 5. Saving pool chairs with a towel. It's a beautiful sea day. You go up to the Lido deck at 9 a.m., you find a perfect, empty lounge chair in the sun, you throw your book and a towel on it, and then you leave to go have a leisurely 2-hour breakfast. You believe you have successfully claimed this piece of prime real estate for the day. You are mistaken, and you are marking yourself as a selfish amateur. This practice, known as chair hogging, is the #1 social faux pas of cruising. It is a violation of the ship's rules and a violation of common decency. The pro knows that a pool chair is for using, not for storing your belongings. The pro also knows that the crew is now empowered to enforce this rule. They will see your abandoned chair, they will remove your items, and they will give the chair to one of the dozens of other passengers who are actually present and want to use it. You will return to find your spot taken and your belongings in a pile at the towel station. You have not outsmarted the system. You have just announced to the entire pool deck that you are a rookie who doesn't respect the rules. Number 6. Waiting in line for guest services on the last morning. It's the last, chaotic morning of the cruise. You get your final bill slipped under your door, and you see a charge you don't recognize. You panic. You rush down to the guest services desk, and you are met with a horrifying sight, a line of 50 other angry, stressed-out passengers, all clutching their bills, all with the same problem. You will wait in this line for an hour, your stress level rising with every passing minute. The pro avoids this nightmare entirely. The pro knows that the guest services desk is a 24-hour operation. On the afternoon of the last sea day, when the desk is quiet and there are no lines, they go and ask for a printout of their current statement. They review it calmly, line by line. They identify and fix any errors right then and there. They walk off the ship the next morning with a correct bill and a sense of calm, while the rookies are still waiting in line, their vacation ending in a cloud of frustration and anxiety. Number 7. Not knowing the difference between port and starboard. You're trying to find a lounge that your daily planner says is on the starboard side of the ship. You look around, confused. You have no idea which side is which. You stop a crew member and ask, "Which way is starboard?" This is the nautical equivalent of asking which way is up. It is a dead giveaway that you are new to the world of ships. The pro knows the basics. Starboard is the right side of the ship when you are facing forward, and port is the left side. It's an easy trick to remember. Port and left both have 4 letters. It's a small piece of knowledge, but it's a significant one. It allows you to navigate the ship with confidence, to understand the crew's directions, and to sound like you belong on the water. Number 8. Clapping when the ship docks. The ship is pulling into port. It is a masterful display of navigation, as the giant vessel is gently guided into its berth. When the ship finally touches the pier, a smattering of applause breaks out among the passengers on the balconies. This is a well-intentioned but deeply rookie mistake. You are clapping for a professional doing their job. It is like clapping when a bus driver successfully pulls into the bus stop, or when a pilot lands a plane. The officers on the bridge are highly trained professionals, and docking the ship is a routine, everyday procedure for them. While they might appreciate the sentiment, it is seen by the crew and by experienced passengers as a bit quaint and amateurish. The pro watches the docking process with a quiet appreciation for the skill involved, but they save their applause for the performers in the theater. Number 9. Trying to iron in your cabin. You've unpacked your clothes for a formal night, and your shirt or dress is a wrinkled mess. You think, "I'll just quickly iron it." You've packed a small travel iron, or you call guest services to ask if you can borrow one. This is a mistake that will immediately flag you as a rookie who hasn't read the rules. Irons and clothes steamers are one of the most strictly prohibited items on a cruise ship. They are considered a major fire hazard and are not allowed in cabins under any circumstances. The pro knows this. The pro also knows the secret workarounds. They know that most ships have a self-service laundry room with an iron that is free to use. Or, they use the steam shower hack. They hang their wrinkled garment in the bathroom. Turn the shower on as hot as it will go, and let the steam release the wrinkles. They solve the problem without breaking the rules. Number 10. Asking the crew, "When do you get to go home?" You're making friendly conversation with your cabin steward or your waiter. They are from a country thousands of miles away. You ask them, with genuine curiosity and empathy, "So, when do you get to go home?" You think you are being kind. You are, in fact, twisting a small knife in their heart. A crew member is on a contract that can last for 6, 8, or even 10 months. If you ask them this question in their second month, you are reminding them of the vast, 7-month desert of work that still stretches out before them. You are reminding them of the family they miss, of the life that is happening without them. The pro knows to avoid this question. Instead, they ask a more positive, forward-looking question: what are you most excited to do when you get back home? This allows the crew member to talk about a happy future event, not the painful, lonely present. It is a small but profound shift in conversational etiquette. Number 11. Getting off the ship without your cruise card and ID. You're in port, and you're excited to get off the ship and explore. You grab your wallet and your phone, and you head for the gangway. When you get to the security checkpoint, you are stopped. You have forgotten the two most important things you need: your cruise card and a government-issued photo ID. You will not be allowed off the ship without them. And more importantly, you will not be allowed back on the ship without them. It is a rookie mistake that causes delays and immense frustration. The pro treats their cruise card and their photo ID like a passport. They never leave the ship without them. They have a dedicated, safe place for them in their shore excursion bag. It is a non-negotiable rule of cruising. Number 12. Showing up for a show without a reservation. It's the evening, and you decide you want to see the big Broadway-style production show. You walk up to the theater 15 minutes before showtime, and you are met by a massive line and a sign that says, "The show is full." You are shocked and disappointed. This is the mistake of assuming a cruise ship still operates like it did a decade ago. On most modern megaships, the popular shows require a reservation. The theaters are not big enough to hold everyone who wants to see them at once. The pro knows this. On day one, they get on the cruise line's app, and they book their entertainment for the entire week. They reserve their spot for the big shows, the comedy clubs, and the specialty venues. They have a plan. The rookie just shows up and hopes for the best, and they often end up disappointed, missing out on the best entertainment the ship has to offer. Number 13. Being afraid to order more than one thing. You're in the main dining room, and you are torn between 2 appetizers or 2 desserts. You feel like you have to make a choice. You order just one. You are thinking like you are on land. The pro knows that the main dining room is a world of abundance. You can order as much as you want. If you want to try the shrimp cocktail and the escargots, you can order both. If you want the chocolate lava cake and the cheesecake, you can have both. The crew will not be surprised. Their goal is to make you happy. The pro will politely ask their waiter, "Would it be possible to try a small portion of the pasta as an appetizer before my main course?" The answer is almost always yes. The rookie sees the menu as a set of rules. The pro sees it as a list of suggestions. Number 14. Not understanding the ship's time. You are in a port in a different time zone. Your phone automatically updates to the local time. You spend your day exploring, keeping a close eye on the time on your phone. You head back to the ship with plenty of time to spare according to your phone. When you get to the pier, your heart stops. The ship is gone. You have just made one of the most devastating rookie mistakes possible. You have forgotten the golden rule. The only time that matters is ship time. The ship does not care what the local time is. It operates on its own consistent time zone for the entire cruise, which is announced daily in the cruise planner. The pro knows this. On the first day, they manually set their watch to ship time, and they never trust their phone again. They know that ship time is law, and breaking that law comes with the ultimate penalty. Number 15. The frantic final morning rush. It's the last morning. The rookies are in a state of panic. They are trying to pack their last-minute items. They are rushing to the buffet for a chaotic final meal, and they are stressing about getting off the ship. Their vacation ends in a cloud of anxiety. The pro is in no hurry. The pro knows that the main dining room is open for a calm, sit-down breakfast. They enjoy one last, civilized meal. They know that they don't have to vacate their cabin at the crack of dawn. They take their time. They wait for the initial, massive rush of people to get off the ship. Then, when the lines have disappeared, they calmly walk off, find their luggage in a nearly empty terminal, and end their vacation on a note of pure, unadulterated calm. They know that the last morning is still part of their vacation, and they enjoy it to the very end.